Really? Yeah. It's a worry. Crystal Moon on the inside of Robbie Linden. Perfect Lad. Markley Queen. Scoring up well. Almost set to go for race one. And the mobile is about to pull away for race number one as we bid our Sky Channel listeners a very good evening to Marshall Dobson and Co, and they're set to go. Ready, racing, and away they go. Vane Caramere was a little bit slow to begin. Dynasty Lad galloped to the start and dropped out to be a conspicuous last. Settling into stride now, and Robbie Linden went through on the inside to take the lead. From Red Rock Man over on the outside and back on the fence is Crystal Moon. On the outside, one by one, is Perfect Lad at this stage. About 5 metres back was Markley Queen, 6 or 8 metres to Vane Caramere, settling nicely in 25 or 30 metres away. Dynasty Lad, who put on a real exhibition at the start, has tailed out big last. Up and around the top 10, they travel this time 2 1/4 laps out, and Robbie Linden the leader. Robbie Linden's about 5 metres in front of Crystal Moon second. They were followed by Red Rock Man, they're all in Indian file. Then came Perfect Lad, Markley Queen, Vane Caramere, and 15 metres away to Dynasty Lad starting to tack on. At the judge now, 2 circuits out in the first, and the leader Robbie Linden, 5 or 6 metres in front of Crystal Moon second. They were followed by Red Rock Man, Perfect Lad. Brian Gath off the fence here on Vane Caramere, moving up on the outside of Markley Queen, about 8 metres away to Dynasty Lad at the tail. Running to the back straight now, just over a lap and 3/4 out, and Robbie Linden 6 metres in front of Crystal Moon second. A similar gap then to Red Rock Man, who's third. Vane Caramere 1 deep and no trail, and then Perfect Lad over on the inside. They were followed by Dynasty Lad, who's tacking up Vane Caramere. They shuffle up a bit there, and going through on the inside, Markley Queen is now second last. Running off the back straight this time with 1,200 metres to go, and the leader Robbie Linden about 5 metres clear. Crystal Moon off the fence now to be second. Perfect Lad sliding through on the fence. 1 by 1 is Red Rock Man over on the outside. 6 metres Markley Queen. About 2 metres back Vane Caramere the outside, and 8 or 10 to Dynasty Lad at the tail. A lap and a quarter to go around the top turn, and Robbie Linden's 5 metres in front of Perfect Lad. Crystal Moon on the outside is second and third with no cover. They were followed by Red Rock Man. Over on the inside is Markley Queen, about 8 metres to Vane Caramere, and Dynasty Lad about to go, and it's inside. Slow up here at the judge, just under a circuit to go, and Robbie Linden the leader about 2 metres in front of Crystal Moon second. Perfect Lad is back on the inside, and they were followed by Red Rock Man the outside of Markley Queen. Vane Caramere second last, and Dynasty Lad at the tail. Down the back straight, just over 600 metres from home, and Robbie Linden about 2 or 3 metres in front. Second the outside, Crystal Moon. Perfect Lad is third. Vane Caramere about to go. It's on the back of Red Rock Man. Markley Queen the inside, and Dynasty Lad certainly cannot keep up. Down the back, going to the 400, and Robbie Linden the leader. Red Rock Man around the outside with a good run. Perfect Lad is looking to get clear. Vane Caramere taking off the outside. Crystal Moon's under pressure, and Markley Queen about 6 or 8 metres away. Coming to the corner, Red Rock Man the leader. Robbie Linden the second. Perfect Lad and Vane Caramere is starting to sweep down the outside. Red Rock Man the leader over Perfect Lad. Robbie Linden's under pressure. Vane Caramere down the outside is finishing pretty well. Perfect Lad on the outside took the lead over Red Rock Man. Vane Caramere on the outside, but it's Perfect Lad in front and drawing clear in the first, and Perfect Lad has put it about 8 metres now. Vane Caramere might get second, an inch in front of Red Rock Man from Markley Queen, and then Robbie Linden. Second last would have been Crystal Moon, and at the tail, Dynasty Lad. Stand by. Give it a great chance here. Very short though, about 3 to 1 on the Victorian TAB. Release point at the top of the straight, 1850 metres the journey. Action again on the inside of Mount Piper. Ready? Light on, they're racing. Mount Piper began fast, the favourite down to the inside, given a crack with a whip early. Is trying to head out Dusty Pebble on the inside. Dusty Pebble is showing good speed. Dusty Pebble driven urgently on the outside of Mount Piper, running into the first corner. Mount Piper hunts up. They got close, and Mount Piper contact with the socky there at Dusty Pebble. They balance up again on the turn out of the straight there, and Mount Piper got through on the inside and drew to the front now. 2 metres to Dusty Pebble. Over on the inside is Gaston Bow. Going to the 1 by 1 on the outside is Westburn Star. Then action again, followed further back on the outside by Revlon's Victory. Up on the fences, Blaze Lightning 5 metres away then. It's Falco as they slam the brakes on there. Going up on the inside is Stagehound, followed by Royal Scotch, who's at the tail of the field. Running off the back straight now, just under 1,200 metres to go, and Mount Piper was able to retain the inside after a few anxious moments in the initial stages of the race. It's 5 or 6 metres out in front of Gaston Bow running second. Here's a run from the tail. It's Falco around the outside, 3 deep. Then came Dusty Pebble in the centre action again on the fence. They were followed by Westburn Star and then Blaze Lightning on its inside. About 5 or 6 metres back to Revlon's Victory. And they were followed second last there by Stag Hound. And about 6 metres away at the tail is Royal Scotch. At the judge, the bell sounding Mount Piper 2 metres in front. With a quick move, it's Falco to be second. Third back on the fence there is Gaston Bow. They were followed then by Dusty Pebble over on the outside. Action again, 3 back on the fence, and then came Westburn Star on the outside of Blaze Lightning. About 8 metres back was Revlon's Victory. Then Stag Hound on the outside, and back at the tail of the field is Royal Scotch. Down the back, 600 to go. Mount Piper 2 metres in front. It's Falco second. Third on the inside, Gaston Bow. They were followed by Dusty Pebble. Action again over on the inside, followed by Westburn Star. Then Blaze Lightning, followed further back by Revlon's Victory. Stag Hound 3 deep at the tail, and going up on the inside is Royal Scotch. Up the back, and Mount Piper 3 metres in front. Second on the outside there came at the in second spot. Racing around the outside, it's Falco, followed then by Dusty Pebble. Right off the track there is Westburn Star, and getting clear of the rails, Gaston Bow at the top of the straight though. Mount Piper the leader. Gaston Bow's out and clear and challenging quickly. Gaston Bow quickly raced to Mount Piper, who's battling on strongly, and they're clear down the outside Westburn Star. It's Mount Piper the inside and Gaston Bow. Mount Piper is fighting on very strongly, and Mount Piper's going to win it. Gaston Bow was second, about 8 metres away to Westburn Star third. Then action again, followed further back by Dusty Pebble. Royal Scott on the fence, and then Blaze Lightning. They were followed by Stag Hound, and then came Revlon's Victory, followed by its Falco, who would have been one of the last in. Stand by.
Just a moment, here's that update for race 3 at Traralgon.
Gate rolling now.
295, 75, 2 dark Guinness, 470, 120.
Folly Wiper in 1, Cara Kiwi, MacArthur. Rhapsody. Oh, there's a galloper there, Underarm and Troy Lee, couple of gallopers. Red light on, it's a false start. It's a false start here, a couple of gallopers, Underarm and also Troy Lee. And the line was completely disorganised for race number 3. We've got good chances in the Tanner given a good chance as well too. Gate rolling. The gate rolling now for race number 3. Gate rolling. Foley Wiper the inside, MacArthur. Cara Kiwi. Race over 2,300, the Gold Nugget Stakes final. Release point in the back straight. They're racing this time. The way fast MacArthur showing speed after the start was Underarm. Underarm is driving quickly out in the centre and showing speed too. His target and laid down the outside. Underarm was able to get across to the inside and lead about 2 metres to Tarlin and Lad settling. MacArthur third on the inside. They were followed by Troy Lee in the 1 by 1, and then Folly Wiper the inside. Followed by Cara Kiwi the outside, 8 or 10 metres back then came Rhapsody, and Sun Tanner is settling at the tail of the field. Around the top turn, 2 1/4 laps to go, and the leader was Underarm about 5 metres in front of MacArthur, the rail second. Target and Lad 1 deep and no trail. They were followed by Folly Wiper. Pulled around the outside as Troy Lee. Rhapsody was about to go. He decided to ease, and then Carol Kiwi ahead of it. And Suntana going up on the inside as Rhapsody was being eased to the tail of the field. Under 2 circuits to go, and it's Underarm the inside, about a head in front. Moving up on the outside is Troy Lee to be second, MacArthur third on the fence. They were followed by Target and Lad in the 1 by 1, and then Folly Wiper 3 back on the fence. Cara Kiwi the outside, about 6 metres away to Suntana out in the clear, and 6 metres back at the tail is Rhapsody. Down the back of the 1400, a lap and 3/4 out, and it's Underarm 2 metres clear. Second is Troy Lee on the outside. A move now from John Caldo. On Suntana, it zips around the outside 3 deep. MacArthur the fence. Then Target and Lad followed by Folly Wiper, Cara Kiwi at 8 or 10 metres to Rhapsody at the tail. Running off the back straight, and still the pacemaker is Underarm. It's Underarm about a head in front of Troy Lee on the outside, who's second. 3 deep around the outside is Suntana. They were followed then by Target and Lad in the centre, MacArthur on the fence. Then Folly Wiper followed by Cara Kiwi, and Rhapsody about to be taken to the outside of the tail. Just over 800 metres to go. They're about to get the bell, and it's Underarm on the inside, about a metre clear. Second, Troy Lee the outside. Still 3 deep as Suntana the outside. Rhapsody getting onto its back. MacArthur on the fence behind the leader. They were followed by Target and Lad. Folly Wiper well back with Cara Kiwi. In the final circuit now, 750 metres to go, and it's underarm about a metre clear. Second is Troy Lee over on the outside. Suntana's losing ground. MacArthur the inside, followed by Target and Lad. Then Folly Wiper, followed by Karakiwi. Rhapsody about to go. Suntana's dropping out to the tail. Down the back they run. 500 metres to go, and it's Underarm. Underarm's done everything right. It's a metre clear of Troy Lee on the outside. MacArthur going okay. Folly Wiper going up on the inside. Target and Ladder starting to surrender some ground. Then Karakiwi, Rhapsody and Suntana going very ungenerously at the tail. Racing to the top of the straight, just over 200 to go. It's Underarm, the leader, about a metre clear. Second, the outsiders, Troy Lee. MacArthur third, then Folly Wiper. Nothing else a chance. In the straight, the leader was Underarm on the inside. MacArthur desperately looking to get clear. Troy Lee on the outside. It's Underarm pulling out putty over Troy Lee and MacArthur. Underarm in front, close to home. And Underarm's clean bowled them. It's one at about ahead. Second, the outside, Troy Lee. MacArthur third, and then Folly Wiper. A long gap then to Karakiwi, followed by Target and Lad, Rhapsody, and Suntana would have been last in. Now hang on, we've got these up for a dollar, haven't we? So that's getting out to about 6 to 1. We'll just adjust that back to 6 as Warm and Bow. Confusing when you work with $1 one night and 50 cents the next day, which I'd rather be working with. Set to go now as the mobile rolls for race 4. Gate rolling. Start coming up. They're racing this time. Warm and Bow near the outside began quickly. Showing speed as White Tango near the outside. Warm and Bow's going to get across to the inside and lead White Tango early though. Going to third on the inside is Emperor Cliff, and they were followed by Laura Bell. In a bit of trouble, they'd run into the back of White Tango. Up on the inside is Very Nice as they run up the back. White Tango's galloped. White Tango's galloped there. Going back through the field, they've all got around it. White Tango goes out to the tail of the field in a gallop and up around the top turn. The leader here was Warm and Bow. It's about 5 metres clear. Over Laura Bell, second over on the inside, and Emperor Cliff third. One deep and no trail. Very Nice is 3 back on the fence. 3 deep is the hard hitter over on the outside, followed by Muckley Moe in the centre. Then came our Dublin. Next over on the outside there came Viscount Rainbow, followed by In Time Girl. Second last, Lyndon Chris, and after a mistake or two, White Tango dropped out 20 metres last. Going to the back straight now, going to the lap and 3/4 mark, and the leader Warm and Bow. Warm and Bow's about 5 metres in front of Emperor Cliff, second Laura Bell. Third on the inside, 3 carts deep as the hard hitter around the outside. Muckley Moe in the centre, Very Nice over on the fence, and then our Dublin. In Time Girl is next, followed by Viscount Rainbow. Lyndon Chris is second last and about to tack on again, White Tango. Down the back, the race to the 1250 metre mark, and the leader was Warm and Bow, 2 metres clear. Emperor Cliff on the outside is second, third back on the fence, Laura Bell. Then Muckley Moe, followed by Very Nice over on the inside. The hard hitter still racing out deep, and then came our Dublin. In Time Girl over on the inside, Viscount Rainbow second last. Second last of the main bunch, that is. Behind it then came Lyndon Chris, and 20 metres to White Tango. Down the straight to get the bell, and it's Warm and Bow about a metre clear. Emperor Cliff has worked on the outside, second and third, Laura Bell. They were followed by Muckley Moe, the outside, Very Nice on the fence. Then our Dublin In Time Girl. Watango's galloped again at the tail. Watango's broken again. And second last over on the inside is Lyndon Chris. And then came the hard hit of the outside. Going to the back. 750 to go. They're in the final circuit, and Warm and Bow about 4 metres in front. Emperor Cliff being shaken up on the outside of Laura Bell, which has had a nice run. They were followed by Muckley Moe about to go. Very Nice, nowhere to go. They were followed then by our Dublin on its outside. Then Viscount Rainbow, In Time Girl, and Lyndon Chris at the tail. Warm and Bow, the one to beat in front. 5 metres clear, Laura Bell with a rails run. Muckley Moe the outside, then Emperor Cliff. Very Nice in the centre. Our Dublin off the track from In Time Girl, Viscount Rainbow. And back at the tail there, Lyndon Chris racing off the back, and the leader Warm and Bow. 2 metres in front. Very Nice is coming with a good run on the outside. Very Nice is swept up to Warm and Bow from Muckley Moe, our Dublin. Very Nice charges to the front from Warm and Bow on the corner. Then came Muckley Moe, followed by Laura Bell back on the inside. But Very Nice has taken the lead and dashed clear up the straight. It's all over. It's another one to Chris Alford. Viscount Rainbow runs on with Lyndon Chris. But Very Nice is going to get the money. It's Very Nice, 4 metres to Viscount Rainbow. Fado for third. Go for Lyndon Chris third, and In Time Girl fourth. Then came Laura Bell, Muckley Moe, followed further back by our Dublin. Warm and Bow go absolutely nothing, followed by Emperor Cliff, and last in would have been the hard hitter and White Tango after a few mistakes, tailing out. Stand by for placings. Yeah, the red lights come on. Red lights come. Scott's Desire, the inside, winning shield. Jan under, Maharani. Gate rolling, release point in the back straight, race over 2300. Start coming up. About to go. Set, they're racing this time. Luca Truss has begun okay, showing speed to the outside of Steve's Law. And Steve's Law driving hard as if about to get across to the inside and clear them easily running into the first quarter. Steve's Law 8 metres in front of Luca Truss, and next on the inside is Winning Shield as he eased on the leader there. They were followed by Reborn 1 by 1, and over on the inside Scott's Desire. 5 metres to Maharani, and a similar gap at the tail as Jananda. Up around the top turn, 2 1/4 laps out, and the leader was Steve's Law being taken on the outside now by Luca Truss. Luca Truss sitting on the outside of Steve's Law. So they travel down the straight, just over 2 to go. Winning Shield is third. Reborn next on the outside, and then Scott's Desire, Maharani, and Jan Under at the tail. No speed on, so they go to the judge, 2 seconds to go. And slowing right up in front, the leader Steve's Law. It's a metre in front of Luca Truss on the outside, and third back on the fence, Winning Shield. Then Reborn over on the outside, Scott's Desire, 3 back on the fence. Maharani the outside, and 2 or 3 metres to Jan Under at the tail. Running to the back straight, they travel this time just over 1,400 metres from home. And Steve's Law about a metre or so clear of Luca Truss. Here comes Maharani. He's about to set them alight now. The driver of Maharani, Williams, drawing around the outside 3 deep. The leader still Steve's Law about 2 metres to Luca Truss, pulling around the outside Maharani. Winning Shield next on the fence. 4 metres back was Reborn on the outside of Scott's Desire, and 5 metres away to Jan Under the tail. Inside the 1200, Maharani hanging out 3 wide, with the leader Steve's Law about 2 metres clear of. On the outside there, Luca Truss second, third on the inside. Winning Shield, Maharani still posted out 3 deep on a limb. They were followed by Reborn, and then came Scott's Desire, and 5 metres to Jan Under at the tail. Down the straight, just over 1 second to go, and Steve's Law, he's the lamplighter in front, Steve's Law, about 2 metres clear. Second on the outside is Luca Truss. Third on the fence is Winning Shield, and then Reborn 1 by run. Maharani going nowhere 3 deep. Over on the inside, Scott's Desire, and Jan Under at the tail. Going to the back, they're in the final circuit. 700 metres to go, and Steve's Law's been there from the outset. 2 metres clear of on the outside, Luca Truss drawing up closer. They were followed by Winning Shield, and next on the outside is Reborn, followed by Scott's Desire. Maharani still 3 deep, and then came Jan Under. Down the back, they've left the 600 behind them. Steve's Law a metre clear. Luca Truss on the outside is second, then came Winning Shield. Maharani, Reborn on the centre, Scott's Desire. And last of all is Jan Under going to the 400. Steve's Law a metre clear on the outside. Luca Truss is second. Winning Shield third on the fence. Reborn hasn't gone yet. Maharani's under pressure, then came Winning Shield, and Jan Under at the tail coming to the corner. 200 metres to go, they'll start to get busy soon. Luca Truss on the outside draws up to Steve's Law. Reborn is sitting behind Luca Truss, and Winning Shield nowhere to go. Steve's Law tackled by Luca Truss on the outside. Reborn, he's the fresh horse on the scene. Reborn charging it after Luca Truss. Reborn raced up, took the lead close to home. Reborn's racing clear to beat Luca Truss, and third Scott's Desire. Winning Shield, Steve's Law, Jananda wide around, and back at the tail would have been Maharani. The winner here will be 5 Reborn. Denby Pinot, gate rolling. Golden Conqueror galloping here in the score-up. Golden Conqueror has galloped at the back. Almost set. They're racing this time. Golden Conqueror's missed it about 20 metres or so. Away quickly on the inside was Bendigo to the front on settling down. Over Butcher's Hook, caught out very deep as Werricke Wilbur. Going up on the inside there is Multi Strike getting a beautiful run through the field. Gold Bomber followed by Laser Bell punching up on the centre as they stride into that first corner. The leader was Bend about 6 metres clear. A beautiful rails run up on the inside of Multi Strike now to be second. He had to ease on Werricke Wilbur back 6th on the outside and 3 deep. At the top of the straight, they travel the leader, Bend 5 metres clear. Second over on the outside now, Multi Strike about to challenge for the lead. 3 deep is Butcher's Hook and Denby Pinot and Gold Bomber in the centre. They were followed further back by Laser Bell. Well, the favourite Werricke Wilbur's had no luck. He's posted out 3 deep at the judge 2 to go. Franco Silva going up on the inside, then Kane Lockley Khan at 8 metres away to Golden Conqueror, who blunted the start. Going to the back now, just over a lap and 3/4 to go. And the leader showing clear was Bend about 3 metres in front. Hunted around the outsiders, Laser Bell, followed by Butcher's Hook in the centre. Denby Pinot over on the inside, and Multi Strike with a lovely run on the outside. Then Franco Silva, Gold Bomber about to go around the outside of Multi Strike. Wilbur Pinot getting on the back of Gold Bomber. They were followed by Lockley Carden about 3 metres back. to Golden Conqueror at the tail of the field. Running up the back inside the 1200. The leader on the inside is Burn Ben, being joined by Gold Bomber over on the outside. Third lays LaBelle, then came Denby Preneur on the inside. Multi-Striker's lost some ground there. Going up ahead of it there on the outside is Wiricky Wilbur. They were followed by Franco Silva, Butcher's Hook in the centre. Multi-Strikes out to about third last from Golden Conqueror and Lockley Khan at the tail. The bell about to sound, just over one to go and hunted around the outside. Wiricky Wilbur racing up to join Gold Bomber. It's Wiricky Wilbur at the bell, drawing 2 metres to Gold Bomber. Burn Bend over on the inside and Multi-Strike once again up into a forward spot on the outside, followed by Lockley Khan. Denby Preneur back on the fence, and then Franco Silva, Laser LaBelle, Butcher's Hook and Golden Conqueror at the tail. 600 metres to go, and down the back straight, and the leader here, Wiricky Wilbur. It's Wiricky Wilbur, 6 metres to Gold Bomber. On the outside, Multi-Strike is now given full bore. Then Burn Ben, Lockley Khan, followed by Denby Preneur, Franco Silva. The others no chance, headed by Butcher's Hook, Laser LaBelle, and Golden Conqueror at the tail. 400 metres to go. The leader, Wiricky Wilbur, 5 metres clear. Multi-Strikers giving chase. Gold Bomber looks to have given up. Then Lockley Khan on the outside, followed by Burn Ben, Franco Silva, and Denby Preneur coming to the corner. 200 to go. Wiricky Wilbur the leader. Multi-Strike on the outside. The favourites will settle down and fight it out. They're clear over Lockley Khan, Gold Bomber and Burn Ben on the outside. Wiricky Wilbur the leader. Multi-Strike is starting to finish well on the outside. It's Wiricky Wilbur in front, but Multi-Strike is cutting it down on the outside. It's a great finish. They're going to hit the line, and Multi-Strike, I'd say, a nose. Multi-Striker knows Wiricky Wilbur. About 10 metres, Franco Silva, Burn Ben, Gold Bomber, Lockley Khan. Then came Butcher's Hook, Denby Preneur, Laser LaBelle, and Golden Conqueror would have been last in. Oh, what a terrific... Roll now for race 7, Troy's Wealth. On the inside, Provocateur, then Lord Yarram. Now, Lord Yarram appeared to hit the gate there momentarily. It's down again, though. But 2 trained by Gene Feastar coming up. Ready. They're racing. Light on and away they go. Provocateur galloped to the start. Storkos didn't go away. Storkos tailed out to be a distant last in the initial stages. And Provocateur is a distant second last. At the judge, a keen race for the lead. Trying to get over here, Roman Rule. Roman Rule driving over in front of Admiral Star. Couldn't get across, though, Roman Rule. And Admiral Star kicked up on the inside. Admiral Star good by 2 metres out of the straight over Roman Rule. Paddy Lowe sitting 1 by 1 on the outside, and Lord Yarram going through on the fence at about 8 metres back, Cabargo Lad. Troy's Wealthy inside. Keeper dashing around the outside, 3 deep from the tail. The other pair are well and truly tailed off after poor getaways, Provocateur and Stoikos. Down the back they travel. 1,200 to go, and zooming around the outside here now, Keeper with a good run. Keeper raced up to join Admiral Star in the lead about 4 metres back. Lord Yarram, the stablemate of Keeper. They were followed then by Roman Rule on the outside, and 3 deepers, Paddy Lowe. It makes a run now at about 8 or 10 metres back to Troy's Wealth, followed by Cabargo Lad, and leave the other pair right out, Provocateur and Stoikos. Down the straight, 900 to go. About to square up for the ballot. Hard driven, Paddy Lowe around the outside. Bayonetto Mifsud try to cross Admiral Star. And at the judge, they're about to get the bell, 1 to go. And Paddy Lowe across over to the inside to lead by 6 metres, 1 to go. Second, Admiral Star. Third on the outside, there came Keeper. They were followed by Lord Yarram the inside. Then came Roman Rule, followed by Troy's Wealth, Cabargo Lad. Going to the back straight, 700 metres to go, and Paddy Lowe 2 metres in front. Admiral Star having another crack at it now, followed by Lord Yarram. Keeper the outside, then Roman Rule, Troy's Wealth, Cabargo Lad. Down the back straight, racing to the 500. It's Paddy Lowe, a metre in front. Second, Admiral Star the outside. Keepers under pressure, going up on the inside is Lord Yarram. They were followed by Roman Rule off the track, Troy's Wealth the inside, and then came Cabargo Lad inside the 400. Paddy Lowe is doing it well at the moment, 3 metres and edging away. Admiral Star second, third, Lord Yarram back on the inside. A rails run for Troy Wealth up on the inside to be fourth. Cabargo Lad is wide ahead of it. There came Roman Rule at the top of the straight, 200 to go, and Paddy Lowe is the leader. Dashed away about 6 metres clear. Lord Yarram is running on. Up on the inside is Troy's Wealth with a good run from Admiral Star. The leader is Paddy Lowe. Here's Troy's Wealth. It's getting the split now and charging to the front, Troy's Wealth. And Troy's Wealth is going to draw away and win it by 3 metres, Paddy Lowe. A third, Lord Yarram, followed by Admiral Star. Then Keeper the inside from Roman Rule, Cabargo Lad. And after poor exhibitions at the start, Stoikos and Provocateur tailing out. Gate rolling for the last here, John. Chance is given to Padlocks number 6 Austral Rose, number 8, and also number 10, Backstop. Release point shortly after entering the straight, 1850 metre mobile. Start coming up. Ready to go now, the light on, they're racing. Austral Rose near the outside was away quickly, showing speed. Nikita Bay. Tecumseh galloped back on the inside and dropped out to the tail. Alawar Joe is scrambling, going out to second last. Nikita Bay spearing through on the inside, took over from Austral Rose as they go to the back straight, and then came Backstop with a nice run through the field. Backstop got up to be second as they go to the back now, lap and 3/4 out. Nikita Bay about 6 metres in front of Backstop second, Austral Rose third. Clip Joint the inside about 10 metres away, then came Terrasider. A similar gap away, then came Padlocks over on the outside, followed by Stride to Glory about 6 metres back was Bright Vision, and tailing out a long way behind them, Tecumseh and Alawar Joe. Down the back straight now, going to the 1200 metre mark, and Nikita Bay the leader. It's 4 metres in front of Backstop second, Austral Rose third. Clip Joint coming off the fence and going up on its outside as Padlocks now. Around the outside, followed by Terraside. Then came Stride to Glory, followed by Bright Vision, and tailed right off Tecumseh and also Alawar Joe. A lap and a quarter to go around the top turn. Down the front straight they travel. Nikita Bay 5 metres in front of Backstop second. Round the outside is 3 deep now. Padlocks up towards the lead. They were followed by Austral Rose on the inside, and then Clip Joint. Followed by Terraside off the track, and then came Stride to Glory as they get the bell. Then came a Bright Vision, and tacking on as Tecumseh in a gallop again, Alawar Joe. 700 metres to go in the final second and the last now, and Nikita Bay's about 6 metres in front. Running second is Backstop, followed by Padlocks over on the outside. They were followed by Austral Rose, Snookered on the inside, nowhere to go. Then Clip Joint. They were followed then by Stride to Glory. Terraside on its outside, 8 or 10 metres to Bright Vision. And Tecumseh at the tail. 500 metres to go. Nikita Bay 5 metres in front. Backstop second. Padlocks under pressure. Austral Rose about to get clear over on the inside. Clip Joint moved up on the outside to shut the favourite in, and they were followed off the track there by Terraside. Coming off the back, Nikita Bay skipped away 8 metres in front of Backstop under the whip. They were followed by Clip Joint the outside. Held up Austral Rose on the fence. About to come to the outside with the leader. Shot clear Nikita Bay. At the top of the straight, it's well out in front of Clip Joint. Backstop. Pull to the outside. Austral Rose. Nikita Bay is the leader. Running it down on the outside is Clip Joint now. Clip Joint is charging out after Nikita Bay. Clip Joint dashed up to Nikita Bay. Austral Rose late on the scene, but it's Clip Joint on the outside taking the lead, and Clip Joint 2 metres. Nikita Bay second, Austral Rose third, and then Backstop. Further back, Stride to Glory, followed by Terrason. Deep out there, Bright Vision. They were followed then by Tecumseh, and one of the last in there would have been Padlocks, bar for one, Alawar Joe.